Hi, it's Maya here, and I thought I'd film a Friday Reads video because I am currently reading 6 books, or 5 books and 1 comic, and I want to finish all of them this week. So here are all the books. The bottom ones are quite chunky. This is a young adult and this is a middle grade, so that helps a bit. And on the top is my Kindle, which stands for the Empress of Salt and Fortune. So you can see my bookmarks here. It is now Thursday evening that I'm filming this, and at the start of the week I calculated the amount of pages that I would need to read each day to finish all of these books, and I was doing quite well for Monday and Tuesday, and then yesterday on Wednesday I only read my pages from The Tropic of Serpents by Mary Brennan. I am almost at the end of this one. Instead of continuing the other books yesterday, I watched the last 4 episodes of the final season of She-Ra. So that was a choice that I made, and it is now Thursday evening and I haven't yet read my pages for today either, so I should really get to it. So let's quickly go through all the books. So there's The Tropic of Serpents by Mary Brennan, which is the second book in the Lady Trent series, and I had started this before this week and I only have a little left, so I will finish this. This is a Fancy of Manners novel, and it was one of the books that you could vote for me to read in May. This one actually came in last, but I really felt like reading it, so I started to read it anyway. The other 2 books, well, The Fall of the Kings and The Lie Tree, they got a tie, so I started reading The Lie Tree by Frances Hardinge because I thought this would be a quick read because it's young adult, but I was so wrong. I haven't made much progress. I'm a bit under halfway through, and for some reason I am finding this really hard to get into. I'm not really enjoying it. I think I will finish this, but this isn't the great first Frances Hardinge, at least so far. There's some changes happening in this one. The father isn't currently around, and in the first third the father was there a lot and he's like a over strict controlling asshole, so I wasn't enjoying myself, and the first third felt like people just telling this young girl that she couldn't be a scientist, and that got pretty old. But I am hoping to pick some books from Frances Hardinge up in the future that might be more my cup of tea, but we'll see. This might end up surprising me now that there have been some changes in the plot. Then for the Asian readathon, I am reading Revenge by Yoko Ogawa. This has 11 stories in it. I'm almost halfway through this. This one is easy to finish too. The font is not quite big, but the margins are quite big. And so far it's been interesting. The short stories are sort of linked, like one character might be on the background of another story and then get their own story, but they are not linked like in a greater narrative sense. But there have been a couple that I've really enjoyed. Then I am reading The Mysterious Benedict Society by Trenton Lee Stewart with Rachel from Kalanadi, and I have read 1/3 of this. This is quite chunky and I need to read quite a few pages every day to make it through this, so this one remains to be seen if I can actually do this. And the comic that I'm reading is Silver Spoon by Hiromu Arakawa, which is about a boy who goes into agricultural school. So far it's been quite enjoyable. I am halfway through and this will be no hard task to finish, just when I will pick it up and read the last half. And on my Kindle I am reading The Empress of Salt and Fortune. I'm about 25% through, and this one is like a court intrigue novella sort of. There's this priest who is talking to this old woman who used to be a handmaiden to, I think, the late empress. Well, anyway, used to be the handmaiden of an empress, and she is telling the story to the priest. And that one I am 25% of the way through. The one that is the lowest on my priority list is The Lie Tree. I won't mind if I won't finish this in May, even though you sort of picked it for me to read in May, but this one is very slow going for me, so I don't know if I can make it. Anyway, I am reading this so that you know. And all of the rest I would really, really want to finish. So the reason that I want to finish this is that I could check off my challenge of reading the book with the longest title, so I could put it in my May reads and receipts that I did it. I also want to read The Empress of Salt and Fortune and Revenge for the Asian readathon, which takes place in May. And these 2 are easy finishes and easy reads that I can definitely finish. I could finish The Tropic of Serpents today if I wanted to, but I need to read some of the other books as well to keep on track. That was my Friday reads. I hope you are doing well and having a good reading week. Mine is a bit hectic and super scheduled right now. We'll see how I do when I get to my May reads and receipts. But that's all for me for now, and I'll see you in my next video.